What is up, fellow creators? Today I'll show you how you can get creative looking videos like the one that you're seeing right now in literally just minutes. The app that I'm using is called Detail, and I just stumbled across it a couple of weeks ago, and to be honest, this has become my go-to app for short form content, and not only the shooting but also the editing. And by the way, I'm currently also using their teleprompter feature so that I don't have to remember everything that I wanted to say. So let's get started, let's check it out, let's see how you can do the same thing. Alright, welcome back to the channel. In case you're new here, welcome, I'm super glad to have you. My name is Julian and I'm the creator of Smartphone Filmmaking Pro. As mentioned in the intro, today I will give you an in-depth overview and a breakdown and a walkthrough of the app Detail. And this app basically lets you create those cool videos that you saw at the beginning, but it has plenty of more features as well. So without any further ado, let's take a closer look at the app itself, and this is what the overview screen looks like. So as you can see, I have already recorded today a bunch of videos, and then also in the last couple of weeks and so on. So I have been using it quite extensively in the last couple of weeks. And you know, what I like about the app is its simplicity and its ease of use. So also if you are just starting out, also if you don't have a lot of experience when it comes to shooting and editing your videos, you will still be able to get some very cool looking videos, and on the other side you will also be able to get those results very fast. So at the top here where it says get started, you can basically just open up a new project, you can import a video, you can add captions, and what I like is that, you know, Detail basically offers you like a couple of things that you might want to do. For example, if you wanted to just add captions to a video, just click on that, then you can import the video that you want, and then you will just add the captions. On the other hand, if you wanted to create a reaction video, so let's say, I don't know, I wanted to make a reaction video of the crazy Apple keynote that they shot with the iPhone 15, I can basically just tap on reaction video. And then you can see I basically already have the setup done. And if I wanted to change this angle here, so right now you can see I'm shooting with both my cameras. If I wanted to change that to the Apple keynote, for example, all I gotta do, just tap on this button down here. I of course don't have the Apple keynote right now. I'll just pick any other clip, and then I would be able to just react to that video. I would accept that, start the record button, and that would basically be the entire shooting process for this specific scenario. So if I wanna go back, I can just tap on the top left here, and then I'm back here in the overview. And besides the reaction video, we also have a frame video, record green screen vlog video, virtual background, and also record voiceover. And yeah, these are basically just the presets that Detail is providing you. But if you wanted to start off with like a blank video and you just wanna, you know, do whatever you want, and just hop over here to the very left and create a new project. And this is what it looks like. You can see I'm now still in the overview feature, in the reaction feature that we have just had. But if I wanted to change that, I can just come down here to layout. So I just tapped on layout, and then I can just, you know, change it to this, for example. And this was also the layout that I used to record the opening statement for this video. And something in my opinion that is really cool with the Detail app is I can basically just record my video like this and then tweak everything in the post-production to whatever that I want. So what this does, it basically offers you all the flexibility in the post-production, and don't worry, we will cover the post-production in more detail in this video. So one feature that I have also mentioned in the introduction scene of this video is the teleprompter feature. And to access the teleprompter feature, at the left bottom, just tap on this right here, and you can see then you have the text, and you know, it was what up, fellow creators, today I will show you, and so on. And basically I can just play that back. I can change the speed, so maybe if I want it slower, if I want it faster, you can just tweak that to your specific needs. And overall, this just makes it super simple because you're not looking directly into the eye, because you're looking a bit below the camera. So it creates a very natural feeling. And I just really like this feature, and I think like more apps should have this feature, to be honest. So let's go now back to the app. Next to the layout, so I showed you that you have a bunch of different presets here. So you can see now basically I'm just recording with both cameras, and you know, my background is basically the second camera here, which is kind of crazy but pretty cool that it offers this feature. And then you can, you know, just change the options. And yeah, you can basically change that to whatever you want. But as I said before, you can then also afterwards change out the background to whatever that you want. I have been using this, for example, a couple of times. I have been talking about a cool app, or I don't know, some settings that I like to change on my iPhone. I have been just recording myself like this, And then afterwards, I actually put, the thing that I have been talking about just behind myself. Just a really cool feature. And it spices up, the social media feed that people are seeing all day long. It just creates a bit of a different look, and it just makes the things look a lot more interesting for the viewers in the end. Besides the layout, you have the AI portrait, and when clicking on this, basically you can just pick from a bunch of different movies and presets and so on, and you can just scroll through them. You have old school Insta, 60s, golden hour, teal and orange. Let's just pick that, for example, and then you get an image like this. I think that actually does not look too bad. It's also blurring out the background. That's also a feature that the app has. So probably the coolest feature with the AI portrait is that you can just come in here and you can see at the bottom, you can basically just type in any words that you want. You can type in any movie, artist, creator, anything, and Detail will create a look that's similar to that specific movie or anything. So I'll just type in, let's see, Breaking Bad maybe. Oh, there is actually a preset. And as you can see now, this is the Breaking Bad desert look, like whatever. But basically you can just try with different things and get a very cool look, very fast and very easy. And then it's also providing you with a bunch of more presets. So here, for example, there's a snowflake, I think it's called. Just tap on that and then you can see the entire image is just a lot cooler. Then we have a sun and it's a bit warmer. And then we have like a fireplace and so a bunch of different presets. And what's really cool, you can also tweak all the different things that you want to have. So let's say, for example, I want to adjust the entire image. So I want it to be a bit darker here, for example. I can change that. And then, this is pretty basic. You have shadows, brightness, and all that stuff that's pretty basic. But you can also tweak the foreground, so yourself and the background, like independently from each other. And let's say I wanted to make my background black and white here, for example. So as you can see now, I'm completely in full color and my background is completely black and white. And this light here, for example, that is green, as you can see. So just pretty cool that they have all of these features. And again, it's just super quick to, change the different things. And overall, just very user-friendly and very quick to act. Besides the AI portrait, you also can change the shape. So let's say I wanted to put myself into like a phone thing. This is something that I also use very often because, since we are a smartphone filmmaking pro, I just like to have this. And then you can also have a full screen and just a bunch of different options. And you can basically just pick whatever that you want. I just happen to like this one here very much. Next to that, you have the canvas. So basically you can just change the canvas around. So just pick the color that you want. I also like this one. I think this is the stock one that Detail is providing, but overall nothing special. And then you can also import something. Again, we've talked about that before. And one more time, you can also change all of these things after you have actually recorded the video, which is very, very cool. So what more can you do? If you tap on this right here, you can basically just capture a quick photo. Above that, you can just change the camera from your front-facing camera to the back-facing camera. Then you could also change between the different lenses. And at the top right here, this is a new feature that they have released recently. I would have to have a second person with me right now, and I've just recently made a quick shorts video showing off this feature. But basically what this does, if you have two people that have the app installed, then the app is connecting automatically. So those two iPhones are connected automatically wirelessly, and then you will be able to record with both phones. And you can use that, for example, to record an interview or to record a podcast and so on. And then after you're done, then high-res files will be saved on the phone and they will also sync up automatically. And overall, just a very cool feature for all of you that are making interviews, for example, or also recording podcasts. I have done that in the past, and this is basically one of the sample videos that we made. And this is what it looks like. So we have been recording with two iPhones, both completely wirelessly. They have been syncing up automatically. And here's also like a bunch of different options, like how you can place the different people. And just a very cool feature, especially for all of you that are trying to get into podcasting or interviewing people. Another thing that you could also do with the multiplayer feature is film yourself from two different angles. So this is not necessarily only for podcasts and interviews, but also if you want to film yourself from two different angles and get the absolute best and highest production quality. So you can just connect two iPhones, film yourself from two different angles, and then cut between those two angles in the post-production. But in case you want to get more information on that, I will link that shorts where I explain just this feature in more detail. I will link that down below. All right, so now that we have talked about the shooting features of the Detail app, now let's also talk about the editing features, because in my opinion, this is one of their coolest features, or one of the main benefits of this app is that you can do everything just within one app. You don't have to have a separate app for shooting and then for editing and then for uploading. You can do the entire content creation part just directly within the Detail app. So what you can see right now, this is basically just a clip that I shot recently for my own Instagram. And as you can see, the first thing probably that is the most obvious thing that sticks out are the subtitles. And the Detail app has a built-in subtitle feature basically, and it transcribes everything automatically and it creates those subtitles automatically. The way and how you can do this is at the bottom here. You can see you have a bunch of different options. And if you just tap on Captions AI, then basically it just, I have done that already, but if you have not done that, then it will just automatically transcribe the entire thing. And then basically all you gotta do is just pick the style that you want. And you have a bunch of different presets here. I think that one also looks pretty good. Then you can also change the color. You can make that like whatever that you want. You can also even add an animation. So for example, if you wanted to have an animation where the word that you're saying gets highlighted. So let's play that back very quickly. Yeah, you can do that like very simple, just within seconds, and it transcribes everything automatically. And so far, I think it's doing a very, very good job. I think I just once had to change like, when I was saying like Blackmagic app or something, it was like, there was like a tiny mistake, but overall it's doing a very, very good job. Let's go back into the captions one more time. For example, if you wanted to change where it's placed, you basically it's just a drag and drop thing. Just take the subtitles and just place it to wherever that you want. And something that I also like, you can basically individually change like each individual subtitle segment. So it does not mean that if you change one sector from the top to the bottom that everything is changed. You can change each individual subtitle segment like individually. So for example, if you're showing off something in the lower thirds of the screen, then just place the subtitles at the top and so on. So you can just adjust that very easily. With some other AI tools that I have been using, this is just fixed. So you can change the position, but then the entire subtitle sequence will be at that specific point. So if we scroll here through the timeline, you can see that at the beginning, it's basically just myself. And I have also been using this background effect where like the background is black and white. And it's also blurred out. And then you can see here at this part, there is a cut. And I made that afterwards in the post-production. And if we scroll over to here, you can see that this is also an example that I gave you before. Like right here, I was showing off like a feature or like some settings and so on. And basically all you got to do, like for example, let's say I wanted to change something right here, like just select this, then go to layout. And then you can just change that to whatever that you want. Let's say I have this right here. Just accept that, then go here into background, and then again you can just go into your photos library and you can change that to whatever that you want. Just pick that right here, and then as you can see, I have just changed that, and it's super fast, super simple, and you can do that like pretty much as often as you want. Let's say I don't want that anymore, just at the top here, tap on here. And then we're back to the original video that we had before. And this is basically what I have been doing for this video. So here in this part, I was talking about all the different features and so on. So I made myself pretty small and yeah, just super easy to do that. Then I think I switched back to myself, and I could also again change the layout right here. So for example, if I still wanted to have the settings down below myself, I could also use a setting like this. And yeah, you can change that like super simple, super easy. I think, it's so easy. Most of the things are actually pretty self-explanatory. And as I mentioned before, you can also change the AI background here. For example, you can also change that afterwards. So let's say I don't like this. I can just come here and pick another preset or, get rid of this entirely. So the fact that you can do all of these things afterwards is an absolute killer feature in my opinion. So I actually do like this pretty much. You could also change the volume. You could change the shape to whatever that you want. Again, You can change this already whilst you're shooting, but also afterwards. So also something like this maybe looks also pretty cool. Again, also change the canvas. And then there's also the content AI. Just tap on that. And then the AI tool within Detail will give you a title, captions, hashtags, and everything else. And also different options for Instagram and so on. And basically within just a couple of seconds, you will get a title, as you can see here. You get the description below. You get different hashtags that you can use for Instagram, for example, but also for your YouTube video. And then you have it also optimized for LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, and so much more. And basically, if you want to use that, if you're happy with that, just click on copied, and then you can export the video here. Just tap on save video, it's exporting, and then you can post that directly to your Instagram, for example. Overall, for any one of you that's into short form content creation, I think this is an absolute must have in every toolkit because it's just so simple to use. And I personally, my background is I am a professional filmmaker and I like to using the big cameras and editing in Premiere Pro and so on. But having a thing like this, it's just completely changed my perspective as the type of videos that I can get in, the shortest amount of time possible is just very stunning. So there you have it, guys, an overview over the app Detail. I will definitely link it down below so that you can check it out for yourself. A huge shout out also to the team of Detail. I recently had a call with the CEO of Detail, and also their entire team is like super, super kind people, very friendly people. So again, I will link it down below. Definitely check it out. And also huge thanks to Detail for supporting the channel. In case you have not seen our smartphone agency pre-launch website, then definitely also make sure to check that one out. We will launch that in early 2024, and this will be a step-by-step guide for all of you that wants to turn their smartphone filmmaking and smartphone photography skills into a profitable side hustle. I won't talk more about that right now, but I'll talk to you guys very soon. And then here at the very bottom, at the very right, there is also like an AI content assistant or something like this. And basically you could just like let the AI tool analyze everything and it will give you like a title, hashtags, captions, and so on. So overall, pretty cool that, just a very affordable app like this has that many features.